Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to my corner of the world. Today we are checking out Zephfire's video, Never Run a Fade with a Viltrumite, and he ain't lying. I think I saw Thrag in the thumbnail. I was not expecting him to be freaking airbending, basically. Like, I'd said before that I had seen some content creators cover the comics, but I don't recall seeing Thrag have like basically airbending abilities. Like the windup of his punch caused a tornado around his hand, and he sent Nolan into orbit in one punch. And that was after crashing him down to the planet in one punch. I don't recall Thrag doing that in the comics videos that I saw. Regardless, he is different. Thrag is very different. And we're about to see why for those who haven't already. Link to the original video will be in the description if you want to check it out on your own. Let's run this up.
Hello, welcome back with yet another entry of the Never Let series.
But Zeph, the title doesn't say Never Let.
Just shut up and vibe. We have done Superman, Batman, and even Dragon Ball. And today, we're speaking on... Now, Invincible is a series I think we are all too familiar with when it comes to how destructive it is. Whether you're on Earth, another planet, or even in the womb, your life is not safe. We talked about this in my video last year. Invincible is one of the worst universes of all time.
Yeah,
no matter where you are, it is dangerous than a bitch. You can't even be a security guard in the verse without getting Batista bombed by a 12-year-old. And even outside of that, I promise you it's worse. Genuinely one of the worst universes in fiction. And last time I talked about this, I talked about how everything in this universe is out there to take your life. And one thing that I'm actually rather shocked about is that I spent an entire video yapping about the dangers of this verse, and not once did I mention the Viltrumites. Yeah, I honestly don't even know how I did that. So I decided to give them their standalone video because they are quite possibly the worst beings to ever touch this scuffed-ass verse. Now, before I really delve deep into this, y'all already know how bad these people are. The Viltrumites are by far the worst beings in the galaxy, and in a universe like Invincible, that's saying something. They are dead-ass cosmic YNs. But despite all the terrorism that they do in the verse, I would actually say Viltrumite strength is overrated. Now, before y'all pull up the comments and try to touch me, just wait and let me explain. The show depicts the Viltrumites as the strongest beings in the verse without much competition. Now, some of that is true, but if someone like Mark, a nigga who gets knocked out if you sneeze on him, is important to their empire, that immediately gotta raise some concerns. And I think the main issue is Viltrumites are actually not that strong in ISO. Alan was put in straight belt to ass against a top 5 Viltrumite, and if he didn't purposely sell the fight, he would have won without taking any damage. Alan, I'ma let you finish, but Battle Beast had one of the greatest battles of all time. Battle Beast taking one of the strongest Viltrumites in the verse to a Game 7 is a remarkable feat. So when I was watching that scene and Alan was like, all right, Thaddeus, we got 3 Viltrumites, 4 niggas that can scrap, and a virus to wipe them all out. And Thaddeus still hearing all this and saying,
nah, that's not enough.
I'm just watching like, dog, never fucking listen to this guy. Like, I know the top tier Viltrumites like Thrag, the Executioners from Season 3, and even Conquest are on a whole nother tier of their own. But we know not all of them are like this. And you have bare minimum 3 niggas that could duke out with the best of the best. You telling me this shit not enough for 50, my nigga? I feel like that's cap, bro. Thaddeus, if you were an actual leader...
I don't know about that because... this is the thing. You do have Nolan, Battle Beast, and Alan who can obviously take on like the top 5 guys in the Viltrum Empire. But, and here's the thing that really gets you here, If it's a 1v1 only, then sure, the fight is pretty even. But one of the things that makes the Viltrumites so terrifying is when they jump you. And when you look at, like, I guess spoilers if you haven't seen them, like the most recent episodes, a lot of the fights that hold back our characters are fights in which they are taking on at least 2 Viltrumites at once. Like in a 1v1, the odds are fairly even, but once you get like 2, 3 plus Viltrumites all attacking you, then yeah, you're cooked. You are cooked. Like we saw it even with Alan, who was taking on Anissa 1v1, or really any of them 1v1. As soon as another one pulled up, he was getting clapped. And that goes for any of them. That's the thing that makes Viltrumites so dangerous. Not necessarily the one-on-one ISOs, but the fact that when they jump you, the odds of you surviving it are so little that you can barely, like, you'll be lucky if you can escape with your life intact. That's the thing that makes them so dangerous. Not them like as individuals, even though individually a lot of them are incredibly powerful. It's the fact that once they get those numbers, so just with the 50 of them, they can jump the top fighters of this little resistance, and just like that, everybody else who is not on their level, they're all dead. They are all dead. As soon as you isolate those core group of fighters like Mark, Nolan, and all those guys, you isolate them somewhere else, everybody else is not on the same level as those guys. So you get them out of the way, everybody else is just fodder. They are dead. So, like, you know, I wouldn't say that the Viltrumite strength isn't, you know, like, sure, it may not quite be as, like, live up to the hype quite as much, but it's still, like, really up there, you know?
And drew up a, say it with me now, a play
so
to draw these Viltrumites away from each other instead of just rolling up on their planet. You can cut that 50 to, like, the top 15 with ease, and I'm lowballing. But hey, let me know that's just me. And despite all that I just said, Viltrumites are not to be played with. And that's mainly because unlike anyone else in the galaxy, they know how to jump.
What did I just say?
Jumping is one of the strongest abilities you can have as a fighter. And the fact that the Viltrumites are the kings of this shit makes it nigh impossible to run up on them in any circumstance. We see in this new season, you literally get jumped on your 18th birthday as a tradition by your own parents. Imagine your mama being like, "Happy birthday, son. It's time for your birthday punches."
This nigga is crazy.
She then grabbed his hand, moved it over, and slammed the nigga in the face. Yeah, I can't even hold you, nuke the whole generation. You had Alan mid-dinner with his shorty getting dragged outside to get jumped by color-coded niggas. This is how Mojo Jojo was getting done, bruh. And they was doing him bad, too. Popping his eye out his socket. Steve Harvey wanted to come in, cut his arm, and then hip-slap him with the bitch. These Viltrumites jump so much, they take the meaning out the word. Like, there is no reality where... Hold on, bro. I'm not mad enough. There is reality where Mark Vincible Grayson needed to get jumped by 16 niggas. Mark the type of nigga to get beat up by bad breath. He did not need all that gang. But if we were to move on from jumping, another terrible thing about Viltrumites is that Viltrumites are brutal as hell. Viltrumites will throw away more lives than Dashi on Mario Maker. The slightest inconvenience is getting you slimed out. If they like your planet, they booming you. If you help them off your planet, they're booming you. These niggas will use your body to kill other people just so they can prove a point. Like, imagine your body being used to kill more people than a nuclear bomb. It didn't matter if you was a bad bitch, the child, nigga, the dog. Conquest was schmoving through your body.
Meow, fuck out the way.
Like, I know somebody watching that must have been like, damn, must have been the weed. That was not me, nigga. Like, if you ever see an alien nigga descend on your planet with that Russell Westbrook ass fit, just know that your time alive has come to an end. And that's just nowadays. The most that they could come up with is one measly Viltrumite ship. In their prime, nigga, try 50. Yeah, you is not catching me here, nigga. Viltrumites are so cutthroat, they had their own purge, where they killed entire subsections of their race if they were too weak.
Now that was very stupid. That was a stupid move by Thrag to do. Because, Doug, why would you do that to your race? I don't understand it. That is so detrimental to the growth of your species. Like, I understand that you wanted to get rid of the weakness from your species, but the fact that you went so far as to eradicate at least half of them is just so stupid. Because look at the numbers that you have now. Look at the numbers. You barely have 50 now. If you hadn't done this purge, do you know how many more Viltrumites could have potentially been out there to aid you today, even after that virus that Thetis exposed y'all to? Even after that, the numbers you would have now, I imagine, would still be in the couple 100,000s at least, right? I would imagine, like, maybe about, I don't know how many there were to begin with, but I have to imagine it was like at least millions to billions. So they would have to have like around like 100 to like 300K today still, I would imagine. But like, why did you do the purge? That was so stupid. Like, for someone who's so tough, like, that was a very stupid decision.
This ain't even counting the virus, where because all the Viltrumites on the planet were dying and not any other race, they real life said,
"Oh, you think I'm losing? No, bitch, we losing."
And decided to kill every non-Viltrumite on the planet because they weren't dying too. This is like because we humans were dying during COVID, but because animals weren't, we boomed them niggas too. What the fuck wrong with you? Exterminating every minority on your planet because they weren't dying at the same time you were is demonic levels of pettiness, bro. Not only are the Viltrumites like the most annoying people to deal with in a fight, these niggas just refuse to die. Like, I was seeing so many people that should have been dead in this new season. I thought I was Kendrick Lamar. Psst, I see dead people. Like, this show will real life show me Shorty's getting done like this, only for her to come back in this new season pretending nothing happened. Had me watching this like, man, ain't you supposed to be in hell, nigga? You had Steve Harvey over here spilling out his guts after one slice. I'm telling you, if you slice Kim K's ass, the plastic's coming out just like this. He then gets stabbed through said spill guts with a pillar and into a wall. Any nigga should be dead. Tell me why the next scene Steve Harvey's talking about some, "Your spine's looking breakable, survey says." Dude, this was canonically like a whole hour after. Nigga, how? How, Sway? Man, nigga, you ain't got the answers, man. He was dead holding his intestines just to get a lick in. You are a dog, bro. And the entire species is like this. I'm done talking about them as a whole. I'm gonna start saying them by name. Conquest! I gotta roast you! Conquest, this Joe Biden off a Percocet, will pull up on your planet with no other purpose than running a fade. In the comic, he real life pulled up on Mark, talking about some please resist. This some shit a cop would say so they'd have an excuse to boom a black person.
Literally.
What's wrong with him? And he was doing Mark so bad, man. Hitting him with Ganondorf down spikes, punching him so hard he was destroying his body and the budget. And don't even get me started on how he was about to do Oliver.
Blink.
Bro, Oliver. Do not turn around, nigga. In the last season, he literally gave Oliver a growth spurt. How does a nigga give you puberty without your consent? And Oliver really tried to run it back. Nah, this nigga was getting bilched the whole time.
Good.
Like this nigga deadpacked his homework in PS5 thinking
Oliver's
this shit was
so
sweet.
annoying,
Nah,
bro.
Conquest
You
was
don't
about to
listen.
smack your shit smooth off. I thought he was gonna put that nigga in the nastiest poster. And this is all without even counting
he thinks he
despicable
can
people
hang?
like Anissa.
Let him
If
try.
you know, you know. And Thrag has been so insane, I'm gonna have to save all my talk when I make my big season 4 video. Now I know Thrag's been getting a lot of hate because he looked like a bisexual honey bun. I get it, he's chopped. But this newest episode just proved that he is a dog. Not only does Thrag order his men to move planets out their natural orbit just to kill his ops, he will go through any length to make sure you're in the mud. All in the name of Argal too, holding that skull for his life. Dog, nobody's taking that shit from you, gang. But the way he was running phase with the coalition was insane. I ain't ever seen somebody airbend with an
was
uppercut
crazy.
and send their ass to space. This ain't even
Like,
counting how he was
bro.
blocking Invincible with his hairline. Ripped Thaddeus' head off frame 1. Gave straight belt to Oliver and was doing Invincible like this. Yeah, I can't even hold you, Thrag a whole demon, nigga.
Yeah,
And
he's
Omni-Man,
crazy.
bro. Nolan gotta be one of the worst people of all time. This man not only threw away his relationship with Debbie, beat Mark within inches of his life, saying shit like,
What's 17 more years? I can always start again. Make another kid.
I just want you to know every single period in this speech isn't even silence. It's a punch.
I can always start again. Make another kid.
Like, how are you getting your ass beat grammatically? He then tricks Mark into space, where he A, moves on from his wife in 2 months for some mosquito poom poom, 2, leaves his baby mama's child into his ex's hands, C, because he chose a planet that had an inhabitant, he put all of them at risk, and D, he called Mark, who was at peace on Earth, to come on said planet and get beat up with him. You are an elite piece of shit. This is a level of toxicity that would have Future on his knees. And I know Nolan's trying to be a better person now, but I don't know about y'all, but I could never trust somebody that was with Debbie and said this.
I do love your mother, but she's more like a pet.
Yeah, we can never get over that.
Nigga, flag on
We
play.
can never get over that.
Do something! You said that to this?
Right.
Oh my God. Like, have you seen Young Shorty this season, my nigga?
I'm saying, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Man, I don't even gotta say this no more, dog. You know my body, nigga. I'ma eat it. He's so bad. I know Nolan regretted too. He was flying across the entire universe, bumping that.
I must have got copyrighted. But nah, Zeph,
You can honestly keep
he's
going
completely
for
valid
hours,
right
but
now.
what if you have a good Viltrumite, like Mark Grayson? You are still cooked. Before the Mark defenders get up in my comments, I know he went crazy against Conquest. I'ma cover that this month.
If you've seen my previous like Invincible reaction video, I don't remember who it was. I think it wasn't. I want to say it was Blank Boy, but I can't remember. I still find it absolutely crazy that Mark was able to take out Conquest like that. It's actually insane to me how that was able to happen. That shouldn't have happened, in my opinion. It does not make sense for Mark to be able to completely overpower Conquest like that, but We move.
Get up in my comments. I know he went crazy against Conquest. I'ma cover that this month. But I cannot begin to name the amount of times I heard Mark Grayson locks in this season, only for him to just take a step back. Like, that blue suit was the biggest waste of time in my entire life. This nigga changed his fit to still get beat up by a nigga that looked like an expired munchkin. What does Mark even do, bruh? If these Viltrumites aren't destroying your planet, the one who's protecting yours is infuriatingly ass. He's the main reason why I feel like the power scaling's so messed up. How are you one of the most valuable to the Viltrum Empire, yet everything on Earth can kick your ass?
Like, how the hell is that happening?
You don't got the answers, man. But I've been loving this new season. I'ma drop a big video when I get back from Congo, and I'ma see y'all in the next one.
Wake up, filthy.
Yeah. You will never catch me. Like, if I was in the Invincible verse, y'all would not catch me anywhere near a Viltrumite. Because no matter where they go, destruction follows. It doesn't matter if you're good or you're bad. If you are a Viltrumite, destruction is following you. And I am not going to be collateral damage. I'm not. I will never be near one. But yo, this was a W vid. I can't wait for the new Invincible video that he does coming up soon. That's going to be a lot of fun. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. If you enjoyed my reaction to this, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. See ya.